اقرأ أخيا ورتل القرآن اصبح بصوتك اسمع الأكوان اقرأ كلام الله.
You must learn to negate shirk. These are some basic premises I'm setting up the stage for. The ayat continue to rhyme. Then Isa is born. The ayat continue to rhyme. Then Allah says, He stops. The story stops. He says, ذَلِكَ عِيسَى بْنُ مَرْيَمَ قَوْلُ الْحَقَّ الَّذِي فِيهِ يَمْتَرُونَ Una. Everything was Now switch to Una. مَا كَانَ لِلَّهِ أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُ عَبْدًا إِذَا قَالَ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ صراط مستقيم من مشهد يوم عظيم إلينا يرجعون. Rhyme scheme changed. In. The rhyme, even if you don't know Arabic and you're listening to Surah Maryam, you'll notice what just happened. Everything was rhyming. It was so musical, so rhythmic, and all of a sudden the pattern broke. You know, in modern literature, you have the concept of the footnote. You put a little one when you go at the bottom of the page and say, read this before you go to the next paragraph. Okay? The Arabic listener, Quran instilled the footnote by this change of rhyme scheme. And now you can continue with the paragraph. How do I know the original paragraph is continuing? The original rhyme scheme returned. But interesting, where did it return? وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ إِنَّهُ كَانَ صِدِّيقًا نَبِيًّا. Next time, after this break. Ibrahim represents what? Alayhi salam. Abu Tawheed, father of Tawheed. Yes? Wow. Well, before you get to Tawheed, you need to address the problem. And the main problem is that with Isa. So it's special address, breaking the rhyme scheme. Now you can, as usual, go on, study the story of Ibrahim, keeping in mind you have to maintain Tawheed. It's incredible. So this was never done before. This device was never used. And it has to be explained this way. But to the listener, to the careful listener, this was happening all seamlessly. And that's what we forget sometimes when we get to the technical studies of Quran. We forget that at the end of the day, it was a conversation coming out of the mouth of a man, the words of Allah coming out of the mouth of a man, and some skeptic is listening.
Oral tradition.
An oral tradition. The essential difference between a believer and disbeliever of that time is they both agree those words are coming out of that man's mouth. They both hear the same exact voice. They just, one says it's his words, one says no, there's an invisible source that's relaying these words. They're not his. That's the only difference. But they're both sitting in the same audience, same lecture, same talk. You know? So it did take it. But the study is, how did it nuance, how did it enhance the communication and the communication psychology of the Quran? The transition, the sajah and then the break. Then again, there's a study of this difference in style between Makkan and Madani Quran.
Yeah, there is.
There's a big difference. It's huge. I mean, short ayat, quick firepower rhyme schemes. And if you're a poet, then you will get owned by Makkan Quran. I mean, because you know, when the poet comes up with a line, he has to think about coming up with the next one. عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون. He's like, wait, let me process one. I gotta respond to one. He's just getting slapped around with like ayah after ayah. And they're each like epic after epic after epic. And he's just like, I can't do this. This is way too much. How much did you prepare for this? Because they used to leave the city to come up with some masterpiece that they're going to come impress their audiences with. It's just one after the other is dropping. So it was like an uncontested defeat of poetry, because the amount of creative juice it takes to come up with something. It wasn't something that the Arabs just do, you know. And some of them could, but not like endlessly. Even like I'm sure you've studied the palindromes. Right? The Arabs had palindromes in their poetry. They did. But it took them like years to figure one out. And the best one they came out with was Hutun famuhu maftuhun. The fish's mouth is open. This is the best they came out with.
ورتل القرآن اصبح بصوتك اسمع الأكوان اقرأ كلام الله.